should have taken, well, it's too late now. I already pressed the button. I should have taken my little case off. But since I didn't, hey y'all, should I turn this light on? No. I'm in the car because it's nice out. It's a really nice evening out. And I meant to actually go live on my ride home from work, but I was distracted. And I've been meaning to do this live stream for like a week now. So I'm just doing it to complete it. Honestly, it's not even really about engagement because there's so many people live streaming right now, which is actually fine because there's lots of people to go watch. If you don't want to watch me, that's fine. This is really about me just getting something off. So, um, shout out to you if you're in the building. Shout out to you if you hit the like button. I appreciate it. Shout out to you if you are watching this way after the time that I'm doing it. It is now 8:15 p.m. in New Jersey on Wednesday. So happy hump day. Um, there's so much going on. My birthday is Friday. I am sort of excited about it. Sort of, kind of, a little bit. But um my birthday is not, it has not, how do I want to say this? So I wanted to go somewhere for my birthday. That did not pan out for me. So I'm going to be home. I don't have any plans. That's okay, because next year I will be way more intentional about doing something for my birthday for sure. That's going to happen. But this year we just going to play it close and keep it cute. I am going to probably take myself out this weekend to go get some things that I'm going to take myself out to dinner to one of my favorite restaurants to get one of my favorite things to eat. It's really not a big deal, but um, I'm going to do that. But I do also have plans to hang out with a coworker of mine, and we are going to have a meal together someplace as well, because we're both Leos. Her birthday is further into August, so we're going to do it between now and then. Um, as evidenced in the description, though, cash apps are welcome if you would like to send me a little birthday love. If you would like to put a little something in the birthday jar for me, I appreciate that so very much. Um, But yeah, there's been so much going on. Like, there's a lot that I can talk about, or touch on rather, before I get to the meat and potatoes of why I'm doing this live stream. Um, First of all, there are a lot of things coming out on my birthday. Like, there's movies coming out, there's music coming out. For example, Cardi B is releasing a single. Ariana Grande's newest album is coming out on my birthday, and one of my friends took me out to go see her last week, the weekend before last, right? Yeah, it was the weekend before last. Because last weekend I was dead to the bed all weekend because I was sick. I've been fighting the flu since last week. Today I finally feel like myself again. But yeah, last Wednesday I woke up with like a sore throat and a fever, and I took a bunch of stuff and went to work and ended up leaving early and then not going in on Thursday and just sleeping the whole day on Thursday. Friday I went into work, had a splitting headache all day, came home, slept, pretty much slept all day Saturday. And then Sunday I felt fine. So I was like, all right, maybe this was just, like one of those things that happen when the temperature drops at night and you leave the window open and it gets to your throat and then you feel better the next day or the following day. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But then Monday I woke up and my nose would not stop running and I started feeling those flu-like symptoms. So rather than stay home again, I just sucked it up and took some maximum strength cold and flu medicine. And I did that Monday, Tuesday, and today. I took something before I came to work today, and then I didn't take anything else though, because I brought some with me to work, but I was like, nah, I'll be all right. I'll be all right if I don't take it, because I could feel the symptoms dissipating. And as of right now, you don't even hear any congestion in my voice now. But yesterday, there was still some congestion in my voice. Um, so that's the reason why it's taken me so long to even come do this live stream, because it I wanted to do a response video to somebody that I follow on Instagram, and she did her video literally. Let me see what the date says. She did it on July 19th. So anyway, my friend took me for an early birthday gift to the Ariana Grande tour. She had 2 nights at Barclays, and we went, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Like, admittedly, I'm not the biggest Ariana Grande fan, but I love her voice and the music that she makes. Like, she just makes bangers. Like, and so me and this friend, we bonded over her Sweetener album. So she felt like this would be a great birthday gift, and it was. We went to dinner in Brooklyn, and then we went to Ariana Grande afterwards. It was awesome. I have nothing but good things to say about the show. It was perfectly timed. The dancers were amazing. She has such an amazing array of dancers up there on the stage with her. Mama's is not really a dancer herself, but she was hitting the moves. She was giving us a 1-2. And but her dancers, like, they're diverse, they're really technically trained, you can tell, and they put on a really good show. So much so that one of them I had to follow because he was killing it. Anyway, um, so back to, like, there's all these things coming out around my birthday, either the 30th, the 31st, or the 1st. Like that chunk of time, there's like a bunch of stuff being released, which brings me to my point. All these things are being released around my birthday, and it's like, Toya, what are you gonna release? What are you gonna let go of? Right? I've been in a seemingly, like, really just long bout of release for the past 4 years, I'm gonna say. And what's funny about that is 4 years ago I was in Dallas still, and around my birthday I got sick. I was sick on my birthday in Dallas. I had COVID. The next year I had it again. The year after that I was let's see, so 22, 23 I was sick. 24 I was coming back to Jersey. I don't remember if I got sick around my birthday, but I know I did last year as well. So it's like, damn, what does it mean? I started wondering, like, what does it mean that I keep getting sick around my birthday? There has to be like some spiritual significance to that. At least that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yo, there's got to be something to that. There's got to be some reason why I keep getting sick around the same time. Thank you so much for hitting the like button, y'all. I appreciate that so much. Let me see if I can, because I feel like the lighting, the sun is going down. Well, the sun is down. So the lighting isn't so great right now, and I don't want to sit like this for the entire time, especially because I know within the next couple of minutes it's going to be really dark out here. Um, but yeah, I started looking up the significance of that, and like why I keep getting sick around my birthday, and like, because nobody wants to be sick on their birthday. You want to be able to go do things. You want to be able to go out and have fun on your birthday. So it's kind of good that I'm not traveling, because I would have hated to be traveling and not feeling my best. Um, but what I found out was that um, being sick on your birthday consecutively has a lot to do with release, has a lot to do with letting things go, has a lot to do with um, establishing or maintaining boundaries, which are all connected. These are all things that are connected. Um, but I think I never really realized how much stuff I was holding on to. And I really literally mean stuff. because that is a mixed bag. It's people, it's places, it's things, it's memories, it's a whole bunch of stuff that I've held on to well past its expiration date. And I think life has put me in a multitude of situations since 2022 to show me that it's time to pare down a lot of these things, um, whether I wanted to or not, whether I was ready to or not. And even with the passing of my cousin last year, it's like, damn, that's another release that I wasn't ready to let go of. Because, like, she and I were both only children, born 2 weeks apart, so both Leos. And we used to just, we bonded so much about those things that we had in common in ways that people who have siblings just don't understand. And so I really miss her. And I know she knows that. I know spiritually, in the spiritual realm, she's still with me. But the fact that I'll never speak to her again, like, really breaks me up, y'all. Because it's like, me and her, like, if you follow me on Instagram, if you've been following me on Instagram for a while, then you know who I'm talking about, because we used to do lives. Oops. Sorry, I was trying to take my, I was trying to, let me do one thing at a time. So if I hit the button, I'm going to come back. I'm just trying to take my cover off so I can put my phone in the holster. One of these days, I'm going to be ready to go live, and this is not going to happen. And one of these days, I'm also going to go live from my laptop again. I'm not trying to zoom in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. uh, why am I doing this? Why is it doing that? Uh, I'm trying to move it away from my face, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm really in my car. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Okay, now we're back to normal. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, okay, let me put this in the holster so we could get some light and you guys can see me. Okay, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Yeah, so let me just get into it. I'll just go right into it and show you guys what I wanted to respond to. So she's gonna talk about a response that she made to another content creator and how it made her feel. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just responding to it because it was triggering when I first heard it. And so I was like, let me give it to y'all for some context before I start talking about why I was triggered by it, okay? So let me turn this up and let me start it from the beginning.
Can I tell y'all about the time when a famous creator was on the rise and they ended up doing some really mean girl stuff to me, even though I didn't do nothing wrong to them? So firsthand, I want to say, as an Aquarius with Virgo and Leo placements, I am used to being treated like this. Literally last year, there was a popular astrologist that came out of nowhere and lied and said that I copied them. I, I don't, I can't even say that. I didn't find out until I searched my own name on Twitter because I was looking for old tweets of mine. That's the only reason why I found out. The tweet the popular astrologist had 1,000 likes, and I didn't see it until I searched my own name. So if you ever want to know if I copy people, that just clarifies. Anyway, back to that woman. So I was like supporting, I was watching her for a long time, long time before I even decided to message her because I'm pretty to myself. I really don't like being bothered. I usually, the only time you'll.
And I'm stopping it right there because I can relate. I'm usually to myself too. I don't like being bothered either. And the fact that she's an Aquarius with Leo placements just cracked me up because obviously I'm a Leo, but I don't have any Aquarius placements. And she's also an astrologer. So that's a little bit more context too. But the mean girl shit, I can totally relate to. It's like, yo, I'm one of these people who lives my life marching to the beat of my own drum for the most part. So, like, when people think that I'm being some kind of way to them, it's like, do I even know you? Do I even consider you? Because I probably am not. I probably don't have any idea what your deal is or who you are or anything like that. I may know of you from social media, but I don't put too much stock in that because if we don't know each other in real life, then I'll never forget the time that somebody accused me of copying them simply because I had on the same color as they did. And I was like, bro, red is my favorite color. It has nothing to do with you, I promise. But it's just funny how like the parasocial relationships that people form on social media really can ignite a level of delusion that now you're having to contend with for some reason. And it's like, I was just existing. But anyway.
Hear about me bothering somebody is that they bothered me first. I'm putting everything right that happened right here. I messaged her about collaboration. I'm not doing this video because she turned me down or said no. I'm doing this video because of her response. Only reason why I'm popular, only reason why people mostly know me is because of my universe videos. Around this time, I was definitely posting high universe videos. If you want, like, to clarify if it was a shot at me, that was a shot aimed at my chest. She posted this a day after seeing my message. The day after I sent her that message, she posted this. I can't tell y'all how that made me feel. And as you can see, this was months ago. I've been carrying this in my spirit for a long time because I am used to people hurting me and belittling me. And she posted that as someone who does try and dig deep into the reason why I get hurt. Because it's not like the reason why I get hurt. Like, why? Like, I like to think that I'm crazy, that I'm making it up, and it's a trauma response. And I'm used to not responding. As you can see, the reason why it took me months to respond is because when people do things to me, I have the habit of sitting like a deer in headlights. And I followed her for a month after she did that. And the reason why I unfollowed her is because I was like, no, it's not okay. That's not normal.
And it isn't okay. But when she said that, I could so relate because I've been in situations before where people have been really mean to me, really not nice, and have done some things that I don't think they knew I was privy to. Um, and rather than I'm not a lasher outer. I'm just not. I don't like I don't possess the bone in my body that makes me crash out. Like it's just not in me. I don't know. Like I'm just not like I've been upset before. Like I've raised my voice. I've gotten so angry that I have screamed before. It's not that that's not an emotion that I don't access or can't access. It's not that. But it takes a lot to get me there. And usually when I pick up on the fact that somebody is being mean to me or disrespectful, my response is usually trying to understand why. Cuz I don't I don't come at people with that kind of energy. So anytime that energy makes its way to me or people try to come at me with that, I'm really always just confused more so than angry about it. Like the feeling of it being mean registers, but then I immediately go to why is this person doing this or what made this person have this response to me? So I could really relate to her being like I'm like a deer in headlights because it's like of all the things, of all the people, like why me? Like I don't get it. I'm just over here living my life, um, being positive and trying my best. I don't know. Like that's just how I live my life. So when she said that, I was like, damn, I feel seen.
And that's not okay. I let that happen. And I think I commented laughing emojis under it, like to show her that it was okay that I saw her judging me. And that's my personality, to see someone disrespect me and to hope that they feel comfortable with themselves in the disrespect so that they can know that I am not out to get them. And then the hurt shows up for months and years. And it takes a long time for me to release because I let it happen and I don't speak up for myself and I don't say anything. The reason why I'm saying it now is not for you guys, unfortunately. It's not for you. It's not to hurt her. It's because it hurt me. And I deserve to say that it hurt me. I
I gotta stop it right there. And we're almost done with her video, but that was the part where I was like, yo, this is me. Like, she is me. I am her. Um, Being able to come to the conclusion that something hurt you is one thing, but to vocalize it is another thing. And then to also vocalize it to that person is a whole nother thing. There's a there's a level of bravery associated with that, especially if you're not a confrontational person. And I'm typically not. However, I have become confrontational in my older age because I've realized, like, sitting back and just letting people do things to me, okay, yeah, it's wrong, but it's also not going to help me get where I need to go, right? Nobody's going to nobody's going to stick up for me. You know, like when I was younger, people would stick up for me, right? People would kind of sense the fact that I needed that. And I had a friend who did that for me, but was also very mean to me behind my back and sometimes in front of my face. And so that's what that made me think about. It made me think about the release of that friendship and realizing how much of that friendship maybe wasn't even a friendship after all. Oh, it goes off after a while. And so it was like, damn, when I think about it, back in high school, I remember catching her in the middle of talking shit about me to somebody, right? Like I was literally right behind her as she was doing it, and the person she was talking to saw me and didn't stop her, which was poetic in the moment because it was like somebody that we both knew, but that we were both friends with. And so um you know, even in that moment, I didn't even confront her. It was just more so like, really? You know, once she realized I was standing there and that I had heard what she said. And she wasn't really apologetic about it. And that should have been a an alarm bell for me to take notice of how she responded to me in that moment, because it would be very telling years down the line in our friendship. And this is somebody that I think we were friends at a time for sure. And I needed her friendship because she was that person that stood in the gap for me to stand up for me in ways that I wasn't able to stand up for myself. The problem is, once I learned how to stand up for myself, she still felt like she needed to do that. And I didn't have the language to express to her that I didn't need her in that way anymore. And some of the foundations by which our friendship was made remained in a way that kept me small. And it's not until it's not until like a year ago that I started realizing that. Mind you, we had been friends since like middle school, and I've been out of school for quite some time. So to come to this conclusion and realization so long after the friendship was forged and solidified, it was like, damn, Toya, was she really your friend? And if I'm being honest, yes, she was, because she showed up for me in ways that I desperately needed. But in a lot of ways, it kept me stunted in my growth. In a lot of ways, it kept me under her thumb, because although she never said that she felt like she was better than me, a lot of the things that she did during our friendship made that clear, made it evident that she felt like who she was in this world was better than who I was showing up as in this world. And that's only because I let her. And I continued to let her, because there was some comfort in that for me. There was some comfort in letting her grab the reins and allowing me to follow, versus me fully stepping into a role of leadership and being who I truly am. Um, and I've talked about on my channel lots of times being a late bloomer. And it's not that I'm placing blame on that or just trying to cover it with a brush and say, well, this is why. But I think it's indicative of why maybe it has taken me so long to reach certain milestones in life, and why it has taken me so long to understand certain things about myself that maybe some other women have come to understand way before me. But also, maybe it's why I don't rush to anger like some women do. Like a lot of women that I've come in contact with, you know, at the first sign of disrespect, they're popping off. And it's like, that's never been my response. Why? Because I've always had somebody around me who would say, no, you're not going to talk to Latoya like that, or you're not going to do my friend like that, or you're not going to, my daughter, whoever I am to them. I've always had people in my life that were willing to speak up for me and were so much louder than me that I didn't have a voice, and I didn't know what my voice was. So the good thing about all of this releasing that has been happening for me is that I'm finding it, is that I'm able to healthily dissect the anger that comes with the realization of being disrespected or taken for granted, um, or just being shoved in a box that makes that person comfortable. Because if I can only show up and be in your life in a way that makes you feel better about yourself by belittling me, then that's not doing either one of us a favor. And I am so glad that I'm on the other side of understanding that now. Um, and that when I saw this woman talking about her experience, it made me be like, yo, I should talk about that. I should be vulnerable on my YouTube page and tell people about why this is triggering for me and how it makes sense to me now. Let's finish it out.
Deserve. I had something like that, not similar to this, but a connection. I was in a friendship, and I felt some type of way, and I learned how to speak up for myself. And my friend blocked me and like completely disowned me, and I had to learn that's okay.
It is.
That's okay.
Yes.
I didn't think, dang, she a horrible person. Like my friend, I thought that it's okay for her to have that response. That's
Mm-hmm.
okay for her to channel how she feels that way. It's okay.
Yep.
But this is not okay. That came from a very hateful place. I'm not saying that she's a hateful person. I'm saying attacking me that way. And if you saw the message I sent her, came with nothing but love.
Yep.
As you guys know, I have a lot of fake pages that come out of nowhere, and they're always messaging people, and I have it on every single account. I'm not DMing you, it's not me. So I don't know if a fake page got to her and that's why she decided to attack me. But if To me, if someone publicly tries to humiliate you, does a public humiliation ritual, then publicly it should be clarified.
Right.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want y'all to argue with her. I don't really care for a response from you or from her. But I will look on my account in another couple of years and I will see that I took up for myself. And that will make me feel so proud to be me. Because the relationship that you have with you is a connection that you cannot let anyone else destroy. And if it causes some kind of, I may be the one who get got. Y'all may hate me because I'm speaking up because y'all may be like, girl, leave that girl alone. But that's okay. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, my friend blocked me and got rid of me because I felt like some type of way and I spoke up about it. She didn't like me speaking up about it. Or we had our differences. She let me go. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. This is me letting go. Can I tell y'all about the
Yeah.
time?
This is me letting go. Like when she said that, I was like, sis, I understand. I understand. You have to let go of things to make room for new things too. And this person was taking up so much space in my life um that it didn't really allow. And every the thing is, every time I did allow someone new to come into my life, um I don't think she liked it. And not that it was a big deal to her. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying I think any opportunity that I took to shine my light or for me to be around people who recognized and appreciated my light, she didn't like that because then that showed me how dark she was. I mean, I really thought about how my mood would change in her presence, what my other friends would feel whenever I would try to blend her in with them. Like, sometimes you have a celebration that brings together all of the people in your life. And for whatever reason, she never seemed to quite gel with the other people that I had in my life. And those should have all been alarm bells for me. But they weren't because I'm intensely loyal. I'm incredibly loyal to the people that I care about. And it took me a while to oh, okay. It took me a while to get to the point where I said no more. It took me a while. And I think part of being in Dallas was helpful because it isolated me for a long enough period of time where I was spending a lot of time alone and I had to really sit with who Toya is and who Toya wants to become. And I'm really happy to say that I'm making lots of progress on that front. Um, you know, I like the way things are lining up for me now. I like the fact that what I think is special is good enough for me and good enough for the people that I choose to share it with who also care about me. I was talking to my best friend last night about when I went to the concert with my other friend, and they both know each other. But it was so cool because she said to me, I really love your friendship with her because I could tell how much she loves you and how organic that friendship came about. She's just championing it. And it feels good to get support from the people who've known you the longest, especially in reference to new things coming into your life. Um, and so, yeah, I I'm smiling because I'm in a good place. Like I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm getting there, and I'm realizing that because I clung so tightly to what didn't work for me for so long, I literally had to be stripped bare. I had to let go of all the creature comforts and the things that I had been accustomed to having and that I had tried to build my life around, because it was like I wasn't really doing things in the way I wanted to do them. I was doing things in the way that I was expected to, or that people around me thought I should. And that's not how this is supposed to go. Like, life, you're given a life to live it by your own terms. You're given a life to do things the way that feels good and resonant for you and in alignment with where you're trying to go. And um, people who love you are not going to tear you down for doing the things that feel good for you. People who love you will support you in doing those things. And I knew that a long time ago. It's just that I had fooled myself into believing that this person, and I think she thought she had my best interests at heart. Don't get me wrong. I don't feel like she maliciously did these things. I just really think that she thought she knew better than me. I think she thought that I needed her to show me the way, because a lot of the beginning of our friendship was based on that. And it was true at one point, but it it didn't continue to be true. And when I first started noticing that it wasn't true anymore, I did myself a disservice by not calling that out, and by continuing to be in a friendship with somebody that, although at one point met my needs, was no longer meeting my needs. I did myself a disservice by um, remaining loyal to somebody who really didn't. I'm gonna turn this off now because the bugs are they're off the chain. Um, I did myself a disservice by not stepping fully into who I knew I was becoming, for fear of losing her as a friend. But she was supposed to get lost. She was supposed to. And everybody else knew it but me. Like, my other friends who love me were able to see that, but I wasn't. And I was just, like I said before, I was just intensely loyal to her in that friendship because it had been ongoing for so long. And I never thought there would be a day that she would not be in my life. Honestly, we had known each other for so long. I was like, yo, we're going to be friends for the rest of my life. Like, what? You are part of my family. You are ensconced. You are ingrained. You are here. We are here. And I must say also, I still love her. I think that the beauty in all of this realization is understanding that while it wasn't meant to be for a lifetime, that the season that it was for was great. And the memories that are associated with it are long standing. Um, if I and another thing too, I think if any of this was a mistake, it would have shown itself as such. But our paths haven't crossed once since I decided to remove her from my life. That's how you know it's aligned. Because if it wasn't, you know, we would have crossed paths again. But the fact that we haven't lets me know that it was the right decision. It was the right time. Um, I'm really happy that I'm moved past the mourning phase of loss, not just of our friendship, but just of other things that I was holding on to and thought I would keep forever. Um, I think abandonment makes you hold on to things well past their expectation or expiration date rather. Um, and I have a lot of work to do around my abandonment for sure, but I think I've done a big chunk of it over the last couple of years. Like, I just, again, I know it's cliche to say, but you can't make room for nothing new if you're holding on to everything old. And I get that now. I totally get that now. And I'm so excited for what's coming to me in the future. And as I look forward to my birthday on Friday, I'm just excited about even what that will bring. I'm just excited about what the next year is going to look like for me. And I thank you for listening to me wax poetic about this. And even if none of this made sense to you, that's fine. It made sense to me, and I wanted to share. So yeah, if you feel so inclined, please send me a cash app. If you would like to donate to me having a great birthday this weekend, because I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna be to work on my birthday. I actually bought myself a tiara, so I'm gonna show you guys my happy birthday tiara that I'm wearing for my birthday. I'm gonna wear a dress, a brand new dress. That's another thing. Like, I'm one of these people who I'll buy something and be like, oh, I'm gonna save it for this special occasion, or I'm not gonna wear this until that. I've had this one dress. It's a red dress, and red's my favorite color. And it's so funny because the friend that I was just talking about, she actually gave me this dress. I've never worn it, because I kept saying, oh, I need some place to wear it to. I need a special occasion to wear it. And I decided I'm just gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear a I'm gonna wear two dresses. I'm gonna have a dress change on my birthday. I'm gonna go to work in a green dress, and then after work, I'm gonna take myself out for dinner Friday night. And I'm gonna wear the red dress, and I'm just gonna go by myself. I'm just gonna go somewhere by myself for my birthday, and wear my red dress, and feel special, and treat myself because why the fuck not? And I'm just gonna stop saving things for later. I'm going to stop saving things for a special occasion that may never come. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna be very much more intentional about the joy that I bring into my life, because I always end my streams by saying peace, ease, and whatever you please. But I'm about to do whatever I please too. So anyway, with that being said, I bid you guys good morrow, good good evening, adieu, um, and until the next time, peace.